We are doing another one of those supers and endings rankings. We're doing Zantana, and then we're gonna go down to Batgirl, and then so I'm going to explain this again. The fucking AI, when it's like on normal difficulty or on like easy, the fucking bots have a hard time to actually hit me. So that's why I always usually go with what you call it, hard difficulty, very hard difficulty for the first time. For the first time going in here, so I can actually get the soup ball. Cause you know that's the funniest thing is they don't block the supers. Okay, hold on. Like this. Okay, here we go. That's it. What? That's it. Just put him in the plane of existence. Put a prism over it. Put a prism over him. And slam down the ground. That's worse than the Superman one. That's worse than the Superman one. The Superman one at least had something. Had 2 hits. That only had just like, oh, I lock you in prison. Slam. That's stupid. That's stupid. F tier. Now remember, for the first one, we showed the full thing, but the other subsequent part, we just literally cut it to the part where he just says, no!
The defeat of Superman was a relief to Zantana. During the regime, she and Dr. Fate had taken advantage of Superman's vulnerability to magic and turned the Tower of Fate into a sanctuary for Superman's enemies. She had saved many lives, but years of subterfuge weighed heavily upon her. After the regime's downfall, Zantana was instrumental in restraining metahumans during their trials. But when a jury recommended the death penalty for the more immutable defendants, Zantana intervened. She took the prisoners to the Tower of Fate. There they would remain, incarcerated, but alive.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this one thing. One single thing. You know Superman's immune to magic. Literally, did you guys not even see Superman vs. the Elites? Literally, one of them had magic. And he literally, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, look. I kind of do like it that she does get a prison made up of magic, and even the most, like, cruelest like villains and all that stuff go to the Tower of Fate and all that shit, you know, like Joker and all that stuff would go to the Tower of Fate but alive. Like, I think that's more morally acceptable in my opinion, because like literally just killing them would be like basically like, you know what I mean, like I'm all for Batman's morale code because like obviously of course if you kill someone, you become the villains, basically. That's the whole reason why Batman doesn't kill. So I'm gonna put that in A tier because it's really good. Really good, actually. Like, besides the morality point, like, literally it is really good that she is doing good. Like, she's doing good. And she doesn't have to go in hiding like fucking Flash did or fucking Martian the Manhunter did. Now it's Hawkgirl, let's go. I know I'm getting mostly headed in this one, why just showing the super, to be honest with you. But here we go. Grabs. Slam. Slam. Is this just a competition on who's gonna be the worst fucking super I ever seen in my life? FTO, literally just 2 hits and that's it. That's it. Like Montreal, you can make more. You made fucking more combat before this shit. Oh my god, like you can do more than just 2 hits.
Free of his brainwashing, Hawkgirl exacted revenge on the High Counselor for murdering her husband, Hawkman. She was nevertheless sent to prison for her role in the regime. One night, she awoke hovering above her cot, glowing with eldritch light. An instant later, she stood at the bottom of a shallow crater. There, she found the source of the light, a meteorite of pure nth metal. As she touched it, the meteorite sprung to life, encasing her in nth metal. The new armor made Hawkgirl invincible. Her first act, vengeance against those who had helped Superman capture Hawkman.
She gets her revenge, BTO. Alright, we're doing Shazam!
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Punch, punch. Hit. I think we have a first S tier here. I think that was really good. But I kind of would love just one more thing being added. And that would have been like, using the Shazam thing, like Black Adam did in the second one. In the Injustice 2, like, he used Shazam and blew up a whole entire fucking pyramid. But to be honest with you, that is the most best fucking super I've seen out of all the others, so I'm gonna have to put that in S tier. I'm gonna put that in S tier unless something is more spectacular than that. That's gonna be still staying in S tier. And as I told you before, guys, if I can change my opinion after the fact. So, like, let's say, for example, see that Flash thing. I was like saying that, oh, it's pretty good C tier thing. But I was like thinking about it. I was like, all he does is just literally run, punch, uppercut, and then punch again, which is not that like it does reference the Flash thing, but the other things on top of him are way better. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one in S tier because if there's none that amazes me, if this is the only super that is an S tier, then literally, yeah. So anyway, go.
Following the events in the parallel dimension, Shazam's fellow heroes returned home. But an alien virus contracted during the transfer created in them acute mental instability. They turned on their fellow crime fighters in a deranged fury. Alone and desperate, Shazam shared the power of the Word with his adopted brothers and sisters. Their purity of heart gave them courage. The army of Shazam incapacitated the former heroes. Eventually, they took the place of the Justice League as primary defenders of Earth.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So that the Justice League becomes evil because of this parallel transfer, and then Shazam creates his own legion, which is in the movies. He did create his own legion of Shazam people. I think it's very good. Yeah, I think it's very, very good. I think it's probably a good one. A tier, but it's not S tier. I wouldn't say it'd be great. A masterpiece. Green Lanterns. Hopefully, it's better than the second. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I shouldn't have, like, if I used it. Here we go. Oh my god, that is so good. That is literally what I really wanted from the second one. The second one, all he did in the second one was create a fucking mech. Literally boring as fuck. But this one, oh, literally uses like fucking buses, fucking trains, then a fucking a hammer. Like he uses a lot of fucking shit, man. Like that's what the Green Lantern Corps is all about, using your imagination. And he uses imagination. S tier. That is going in S tier. That is literally what I really wanted from a fucking Lantern Corps. I love when he teleports them into that room.
Mere days after returning to his Earth, Green Lantern, in an event mirroring his ascension to the Corps, witnessed the crash landing of an alien ship. Investigating the wreckage, he encountered the pilot, who claimed to be Abin Sur. But this Abin Sur wore no power ring, and referred to him in halting breaths as the Almighty One. Green Lantern tried to convince the alien of their past, that Abin Sur had named Hal Jordan, his successor, as the Green Lantern of Sector 2814. But the alien died from his wounds before Lantern could learn more of him. Lantern left immediately for Oa. The Guardians were his only hope of solving this mystery.
So basically, an alien came down, said to him about something, and then he wanted to find answers, so he went to his home planet. You know something? It's at least something better. It's better, you know, something funny. I have a really big decision here. Which one is better, the second one or this one? Because the second one had a little bit more, should I say? Like a little bit more pictures, let's just say. Like it had like him, it had the trial, it had the box, and it had him turning into the Yellow Lantern. I understand that was really bad, but it's it's not as bad as this because literally it's just literally an alien comes down and dies, just like mimicking how he got the ring. But this is just like a bigger mystery of how he, like, what is the Almighty One trying to tell him and all that shit. I think that's kind of shit. So F tier is gonna go below. I think it's gonna be an F tier still. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're doing Batgirls now. Let's go. I think in this one Lex Luthor fixes her back, isn't it?
Playtime's over.
Huh? Oh, you had to jump. That's kind of shit. That's kind of shit that you had to jump to use the super. That's fine. Hold on there a minute. So, she grabs her, she launches up in the air with no surface anywhere. Where is she getting that grappling hook? Where is she getting that grappling hook attached? She's in the fucking sky. And then she just fucking ties her down, slams her down. Well, the fucking line slam her down, and then she hits her with the back thing, and then that's it. It's a little bit more than fucking Superman though. I give it E tier though, and that's just me being nice. You know what I mean? I would just put an F tier, no bother, but at least I had something.
Not all heroes were destroyed by Superman. Some were actually created by him. A technology wizard, Barbara Gordon had eluded detection by One Earth intelligence, feeding information to the insurgency under the code name Oracle.
Oracle.
But after the regime's murder of her father, Gotham Police Commissioner James Gordon, Barbara channeled her anger into a new alter ego. Sensing the right opportunity to strike, she attacked Superman directly. By defeating the High Counselor, she had announced Batgirl to the world in impressive fashion.
That's it. Literally. Okay, let me explain this. Let me get this straight. Instead of telling us what happened after she defeated Superman, it tells us before she defeated Superman. Literally, what's the reason for that? What was the reason for that? Literally, what? Can anyone explain what reason? That's F tier. That's going in straight to F tier. That is shite. I mean, it could be the worst one I ever seen in my life. Like, I understand. Right, okay. Look, I understand James Gordon and all that stuff. Like, yeah, he died, and then so she has to get revenge from Superman. But that's before she defeats Superman, not after. I want to see what happens after she defeats Superman. What happens after? Like, does she take the mantle of Batman? No, it doesn't say anything about that. No, instead it just says, "Oh, what happened before she defeated Superman?" Like that it makes no fucking sense. Okay, we're now doing Sinestro.
Sinestro.
I swear, if he's shit, with a yellow lantern core. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Drags into the portal. Okay. Okay. What? Okay. I like that you use telekinesis to slam the rocks. Okay, that's fair enough. but you just use a laser. You don't use that much creativity like Hal did. Like Hal used a lot of things. That's a fucking. I'm gonna give that an E tier. Like it's good, but it should have been more creative shit. You know what I mean? Like you have a lantern core that you can come up with anything you want, and you come up with just a laser and telekinesis. Yeah, lovely.
When Superman's One Earth regime proved to be a failure similar to his on Korrigar, Sinestro retreated to deep space to ruminate on its demise. Fear had long seemed the most powerful of the emotions with which to bring order to the universe, yet it had not been enough. Desperate, Sinestro hurled the might of the Sinestro core against the life entity, keeper of the White Power Battery. Ultimately victorious, Sinestro now wielded the power of a White Lantern. No adversary could possibly withstand him. The light of the Green Lantern core would be the first he would extinguish.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Like, you know, he becomes a life lantern core, which is very difficult to get if you're. It's very difficult to get. It's just very difficult to get. Like, it means that, like, it basically is like fucking unstoppable, basically. Same with the Death Lantern core as well. That's also very fucking hard to get, but it's also very powerful. I kind of like how he does get that. I'm gonna have to say that's an A tier. I know it's like a bad guy ending, but still, who cares? Like, I like how he just becomes the light lantern, and it shows you that there's more lantern cores than just, you know, green and yellow and red. You get what I mean? All right, we're playing as Black Adam. For fuck's sake, this one looks like the Dwayne The Rock Johnson one. Okay, here we go. Avocado. Knee. Okay. The second was better than that, but hey, it's not that bad. It was not that bad. I give that an A tier though.
The defeat of Superman taught Black Adam one thing. Most of Earth's denizens were too weak to adopt Kahndaq's visionary form of government. He returned to his homeland with a new plan. Combining their energies, Black Adam and his Empress Isis created a mystical barrier around Kahndaq. There they reigned in peace, their country an oasis in the wasteland of human civilization. A true oasis once Black Adam had destroyed all other life on Earth.
Okay, so he basically destroyed every single person in the world and protected his own city and his own kind and all that stuff. I say that's taking a little bit of extreme, little bit, but I mean it's fine. I say it's decent seed here. It's all right. It's fine. Bane now. Okay.
You stop shooting me over and over again. You're like one of those spammers that just spam. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh. STR. STR instantly. The backbreaker. Man, that's what the second one was missing. The backbreaker. I don't mind the suplex, but the backbreaker. Oh, that's Bane's iconic thing. Boom! I must break you. STO. Here we go.
Superman had been a fool to believe Bane would willingly accept a subordinate role in the One Earth government. With the High Counselor out of the way, true leadership could begin. Though they lacked intelligence, Bane found in Sinestro and Black Adam inspiring examples of ruthless, absolute authority. They reciprocated his regard for their talents. The three former villains regained control of the planet and formed a ruling triad that would be uninterrupted until the next phase of Bane's plan.
So basically, Bane forms a new group called the Leaders of the Lead or some shit like that, and fucking like just like, you know what, we should all rule this world, and then near the end he wants to fucking fight them too so he can rule the world just by himself. Kind of a smart move, not gonna lie. Gonna give that an S tier because that's like literally good. I love that. I love how Bane just gets like a group, Sinestro and fucking Black Adam of all people, and just goes like, you know what, we're gonna rule all this. We're gonna rule all the earth. But then, in his own words, like when he goes away, when no one's listening, I'm gonna kill them too when I get the chance. Which is really smart. STO. Okay, we're doing Doomsday. The fuck is this? This looks like what if Bioshock's literally shit on it. He's very fast though, I'm not gonna lie. He is very fast. There we go. Okay. Rapidly punches through the center of the earth. Does he rapidly punch back? That is better than fucking Superman's S tier. That's fucking cool. He just goes like fucking punches so many times. He goes through the fucking earth and then comes back. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking hell. That's S tier.
Free of Superman's control, Doomsday eradicated the remaining metahumans. He then manipulated technology in the abandoned Fortress of Solitude to terraform the Earth. It soon resembled prehistoric Krypton. At last, it felt like home. After a few years of exterminating humanity at his leisure, however, Doomsday needed a challenge. Having assimilated Superman's ability to fly, he headed for a nearby space sector. He had heard rumors of an opponent worthy of his attention, a Cesarian mercenary with a taste for violence. Doomsday was eager to meet this Lobo in battle.
STO. Not just because it matches Lobo, it's because obviously, of course, I love it. I just love how he just Like, I didn't even, like, I was thinking, oh, okay, you know what? He might be just killing people and just, like, ruling Earth. And I'm like, he terraforms Earth into old Krypton. I'm like, I didn't know he was that smart. Like, I didn't know he used technology. Like, I didn't know he had brains. Like, that subverted my expectations. And when I was like playing there, I was like, if this subverts my expectations, this is definitely going into S tier. So it's definitely going into S tier. Like, I didn't expect him to terraform Earth into fucking old Krypton. Like, this is just so good. Like, I can't believe it. Oh my god, we finally have someone who has S tier on Super and an ending. Fucking hell. Thing Killer Frost.
Begin.
Just breaking the ice.
There's a charge. Good. Okay, here we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, I missed. I didn't realize that. I was like, wait, did I miss? Yeah, maybe I get it again if I keep dying over and over again. Okay. Come on, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, that felt like Captain Cole's a little bit at the end, but it's would I say it's better than Captain Cold? Yeah, it's better because she does that. I do D tier, and that's been the kindest I can do. It was that close, that close. I didn't even know that I was gonna kill him.
Killer Frost reveled in her victory, but her overconfidence betrayed her. Seizing the opportunity, agents of Star Labs captured her. Their scientists harnessed her freezing power in order to fortify the world's polar ice caps. But Star Labs underestimated Frost's abilities. Turning on her captors, she froze their facility and eventually the entire Western Hemisphere. The survivors now struggle to overthrow the self-proclaimed Ice Queen.
That's it. FTO. Literally, that's it. That's all. That's everything. Even Green Arrow had something.